Okay, hello. Excuse me. Welcome to the beginning part of the video where I just check to make sure everything is working. Roll up my sleeves. It's a very exciting part of the video. Clear my throat. Wow, excuse me. Right, how are we doing? Looks like we are working. That's good. Hi, I'm Chris, and this is my game Realm of the Empress. It's a single-player fantasy adventure board game where you explore a large open area, in this case Port Ovis, do quests, learn and upgrade a variety of skills, and buy different weapons and armour and upgrade those to progress your character. There's also a main story that does take place in your dreams and acts hopefully as a kind of hook to keep you wanting to play more and find out what happens. In this video series I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of the whole game. Each video should be about an hour long, and the last playthrough I did was about 60 hours, so it should be quite a long series. I'm streaming Monday to Thursday at 7 PM UK time every week for the next few months, and so it'd be great to see if anyone writes any comments on any of the videos, or if you catch a live stream, write something in the chat, as any and all feedback is most welcome and kind of the reason why I'm doing this. So I'm not going to do a big recap. We're quite far in now, so I just recommend watching the first video in the series or watching the tutorial videos also on the channel if you want to know how to start in the game. We've got a few quests. What I've done is there were two quests that we started at the beginning of the game that I didn't bother putting in here. These two, Quest S and Quest R, because you don't really come back to them until later on in the game, really. This one you could do if you wanted to. You had to get one honey and one bread, so you could do that one and get a bit further in it. This one you can't because you need intimidation. That is essentially the very last quest you do. This is the first one almost you get. So I didn't bother having those in here before. It was better to do the others, but now these are all of the quests that are left to do, except the one where we start building a player house. So I've left that one out still because that's still a bit far off, really, if you can believe it. So what we've got so we've got 7 quests on the go, and then we've got where we left off last stream here. So here's our map card. It is on the night side. There's a day side and a night side. We left the last stream in the middle of the night after defeating a night stalker, getting its loot, its eyes and some maggots for fishing, hopefully today, to get a bit of money. We've only got 8 gold at the moment, so we need a bit more money. We spent all our money last stream on hunting the skill, learning it, and then upgrading a couple of bits for it. We upgraded the search and the tracking, and then there's capture. It's into 3 different phases. We were unlucky, unfortunately. It took a bit of time. I've changed how the timing works now because I think it was a bit harsh. When you're tracking, you're putting down quite a few cards, similar to the mining minigame. The mining one is every half hour. There's a half hour per card. But I think I'm going to change the hunting one so it's just an hour per phase. So the searching takes an hour, the tracking takes an hour, and the capturing takes an hour. So it's minimum 3 hours of time, and then if you don't get lucky with some of them, then obviously you'll restart it, and that's another hour. So it still adds up a bit of time, but doesn't need to be punishing. So 12-sided die is our character marker. We've done 4 steps at night. We are going to sleep now. I've got my kindling out here to make a fire. So I've got my little bag for that, and we keep forgetting to make charcoal from it. So if we get some charcoal, we will have enough to buy some lockpicks or something like that. So when we do the fishing, if we get a treasure chest, if it's locked, we got a chance to open it, and I can show you how that system works. But there we go. So we'll carry on from here. So we're going to go to the next day. We aren't paying for the inn at the moment, so we could do some more exploring at night if we wanted to, but the night stalker brought us down to 14 health out of our 32, so over half health. So I could fight another one, I suppose. I've got tasty meal and a hearty meal, so I probably could take on another one. But the question is, do I want to do 2 lots of fishing, because it takes 4 hours per fishing. So that's 8 hours. That's half of the day gone just by doing that. Do I want to do that? I want to do is upgrade my leather armor. We've got my player board here. Top left is the equipment. We're doing leather. We've got iron daggers. We get a satchel at the beginning of the game. This is where we keep all the items and weapons and things. They're mostly half-inch chits, but some of them are slightly different shapes as well, so there's a bit of management there. The pouch is where you keep your food or things that restore your health. We've got quest items, dream deck, inventory if you're renting that out, and then we've got a map that we get from a quest early on. So this is the only map in the game, so that's why we've got a little special spot for it. It is raining at the moment, that's why I wanted to learn hunting last stream, because you can still get animals. We want some boar. I want to kill some boar so we can upgrade our boar leather, and then we want to sell that. You do get more money if you sell armor that has been upgraded, so it's not a waste of time. So you get a bit more money back from it. Then we'll buy bear armor, upgrade that a bit, and then eventually buy wolf leather armor, which you can't actually buy. You have to hunt the wolves first, and then the tanner will make you some armor from what you give him, and that costs a bit of money and takes a bit of time. I think at least one day, something like that. So we're going to sleep. We're going to use our kindling, put it back in my chip bag. We didn't buy a bedroll, so none of the nodes get refreshed because they only get refreshed after 5 hours of sleep. We get a maximum of three hours sleep, I think it is. So I'll just check in the rule book with the wild camping. Pretty sure it's 3 hours. So you set, when you're wild camping, you set your time between guarding and sleeping, and then you roll a 20-sided die to see how you do, if you get attacked or not. And then you also can see who attacks you and how many people attack you. So we're sleeping. We haven't moved around at night. We've got a tracker for our night and day, and the armor and the skills that we learn, and the morality as well. If you do stealing, you lose a bit of morality, that kind of thing. So we haven't moved around at night for half an hour, so that means we've got 8 hours to work with. So that means we can guard for 5 hours, which is a 1 to 12. We are safe. Excuse me, 1 to 12. We're safe. Doesn't sound like a lot, but it's 60% safe. Anyway, we'll see how we get on. We don't want to sleep less than 3 hours. You can do, but you lose health if you sleep less than 3 hours. 2 hours is -2 health, 1 4, and then 0 hours sleep is 6. You lose 6. We've only got 5 health, so we'd have 0 health for the day. But you still have your defense from your armor. Right, 1 to 12. Come on. What was that? That was a 9, 5. We're okay. So we did not get attacked. That's good. Like I said, it's a 60% chance. So that's good. We can flip it over. Well, yeah, we'll flip it over to the day. We did not dream, or we did not have a chance to dream, which is progressing the main story, because you have to sleep in a bed or bedroll to have that opportunity. So we're 4 cards into our dream deck up here out of 10. So if you prioritize staying at the inn, paying 50 gold every 7 days or 10 gold a day, you can always sleep in a bed, and then you can progress the main story quite quickly, probably before you upgrade your skills and your armor and anything like that. So I wanted to, but there's only a chance of doing it. You still have to roll your die to see if you have a dream. I didn't want you just to blitz through after 10 nights. You just go through all the story, because that seems a bit pointless, and maybe not the kind of way I want it to work, because it's you're kind of slipping in and out of these dreams, and there's a whole mystery as to why that's happening. So it kind of makes more sense that it doesn't happen every night as well. Anyway, there we go. So we're going to roll for our weather. We have had 3 days in a row of rain. 5 and 6 is rain. 1 to 4 on a 6-sided die is not rain. It's a 1. It's finally not raining. 3 days of rain. Game is inspired by the UK, so it is not raining. It is okay now. We got a happy little sun. There's no way that's gonna focus, but hopefully you can see a little bit there. It says okay. We've got a little sun. That's the best we can hope for in the UK. Okay weather in the UK. Did I say UK or best in the UK? Anyway, the weather is okay. That means we can go into the woods and encounter some animals, boar and bear specifically. and we want some hunt some boar, probably run away from the bears because they got 40 health. We only got 32. Speaking of health, we'll go back up to 32, which is our max. If we had slept the full 8 hours in a bed or bedroll, we could have got 10 extra health points because of that, which means we could have taken on a bear probably if we had that, but we haven't done so well in a lot of the encounters before, so we're not doing that. So we're here, map card 130. I'll just show quickly what the map card looks like. In the top left corner is the number of the map card. These are mini map cards, mini cards even. There are over 300 of them. This one's 130, and then north, east, south and west are card numbers, so you pick up the corresponding one depending on which direction you want to go. Right, so I think I've done everything there. We've reset the time. We haven't reset the day of the week. Got a tracker for that, so we're on day 3 of week 2 now. And we did our health, we've done the weather, we didn't do the dream because we don't need to, so we're good to go now. I think so, yeah, right. Kindling, yes, so what we will do, every time you make a fire, there is a made fires deck and a found fires deck. If you find a fire at night, that can only happen at night. It's either going to be a bandit attack, or you find an abandoned campsite and you can rest up there or cook some food if you've got a cooking pot. But if you've made a fire like we have to sleep at night, you can cook on that as well. If you make a fire at night, you can still cook but you have to have a cooking pot. It costs 50 gold for a cooking pot, so it's quite expensive. But also in a made fire, you can get charcoal, which I think is worth 2 gold, and that's obviously not a lot, but we've only got 8 gold. If we made 2, then we'd have 10 gold, and we can buy some lockpicks before we do the fishing, so it could make a big difference. Charcoal, I said 1 gold. I'm going to change that to 2 gold. We did get charcoal. I'm going to change it to 2 because 1 gold seems a bit pointless, really. Let's change that to 2 gold, and we can sell this to what is she called? What is she called? The woodshop carpenter, Gwyneth, carpenter's wife. Is it Gwyneth? I think so. Yeah, she'll buy charcoal from you because she's an artist, which means she's a bit crazy. So she'll buy the charcoal from you for 2 gold. So I don't know. I thought it was kind of good. Well, good, cool, maybe. I don't know. A little bit useful. Like I said, there are times when 2 gold will make a difference, like now. So we're going to go. I don't really know where we are. We're on card 130. That means we're a bit south, I think. I can't really remember where we were walking from last stream. So we're going to see if we can figure out. I think I'm obviously a bit further south. I think we want to go west and north. These are the map cards grouped into 50s. So we'll take the corresponding card, which is 129. We're going to end up fishing in the sea. So I'm just going to put this in the middle, I think. See where we end up. 129. So there's obviously a bit of a lot of card management in the card-based game. So if that's something to be aware of, I think. 129. Let's find that. So we're just looking at the top left corner. Yeah, I know where we are. So down south is towards the blacksmith, and up here we can go to the wood shop. So we're going to go there first. So we want 112. So I lay down the cards that I can to begin with, and then I'll move our character marker when I need to change the deck, which is now. So we need card 68 next, so I'll put this one away, pick up 68, and then I'll move. So this is 1, 2, 3 steps. Every 12 steps is 1/2 hour. So we want 68. Okay. and then we'll go 67. So going east to west, west to east is always sequential, and so it's quite straightforward to put the cards down and pick them back up again. Doesn't take very long to pick up the cards either. Let's go down on 116. Four, 5, 6, 7. 116. Then 117. 118. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 2. So we come to a map card with a building on it, which means normally, or at least at the beginning of the game, you would take a card from the building's deck, which looks like this, and they're just on the back. On the reverse side, you've got the interiors that are gridded, so you can also sneak and steal things if you want to. But the more you play the game, the more you remember what locations are, where they are, and who's in there. So you don't need those building cards so much later on in the game. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Almost half an hour to the wood shop from where we were. And then we would sell, we're going to sell our charcoal, which is there. We get a bag close by. And then we sell that for 2 gold to Gwyneth. Don't think there's anything else we want to sell there. We can't sell, no, nothing else, but we take 2 gold. So we're using our Chinese fortune coins here, because it's a bit more fun than just a chit. 2 of those, and then they'll go in our coin purse, which is quite light at the moment, but it's a lot more fun than just having chits. And we do have a little tracker for it anyway, so you can see it at a glance. So there we go, 10 gold. So we're going to buy some lockpicks. So lockpicks are the only items that you can stack in your satchel. I could have an option where you do use chits instead of these coins, in which case the chits for gold would also be able to stack too. But at the moment, only lockpicks that you buy them 10 for 5. So they're basically 2 gold each. And then you have to buy a stack of 5, and they'll take up 1 space in your satchel. And then you got 5 attempts at unlocking something. I don't think we're not gonna. We've got worms, so we could do a bit of fishing and use up some time here. I'm trying to. We don't want to use up too much time because we want to do some hunting, so we're not going to do the fishing. I think actually we'll just do the hunting. We can hunt straight down here, or we could hunt and then we could do the fishing later. Because I think that's our main priority. We want to upgrade our defense. That's the thing. So 178. Well, yeah, we want to hunt. So we're just going to go around the woods. Time is doubled in the woods anyway, so it's going to use up a bit of time. And I don't know. We might not even. It might take a while for us to. Well, it probably will take a while for us to encounter a boar. So let's go into the woods. So time is doubled as soon as you enter the woods, or as soon as you attempt to enter the woods. So this card is now 2, or would be, and we're going to go south again to 223, which is in this one. On the back. No, it's not in this one. 223. So we go 1, 2, 3 steps, and that is our first half hour gone in today's day. So yeah. Day 3 of week 2, so yeah, we're moving on. I think the playthrough I did, the full playthrough, took about a month in game, and about that time in real time actually. Now I think about it. So yeah, it is a game to play at your own pace. You can spend an hour, I'd say a minimum of an hour per play session really, unless you just did a bit of one of the mini games like either mining or fishing or hunting. Right, once you're in the woods, well, we can roll even on that first one, I think. So before we move again, we'll roll on this. So let me just double check. The woods is an 8-sided die. Every time you move, you roll it. and to encounter something. So there's a woodland. So during the day, 1 to 3 is nothing, 4, 5 is a rabbit, 6, 7 is a boar, and an 8 is a bear. So we want to get our 8-sided die ready, and we moved in, so we can move there and keep going back and forth until we encounter what we want, but we will be using up time as we do that. So we still want it to be reasonably quick because we want the weather to be good. Like I said, we got quite unlucky with that. We had 3 days of rain. 1 is nothing. Fantastic. It's 3, 4, 5. We roll again. 6. A boar straight away. Fantastic. Right, so we're going to be doing a fair bit of combat, I think. So a boar should be reasonably straightforward for us to kill. That's bees. Those can go back. We had a tricky time with bees at the beginning. Don't want to encounter a bear. So here's what the boar card looks like. I should pick up one of these as well, actually, makes things a bit easier. So here's our information card for any enemy that you are going to fight. It's got their name or what they are on the top left, and then it's every enemy is either going to be an animal, a creature, or a monster. So the boar have 25 health. I've got a rule at the moment where if you have double the health of the thing you're going to attack, you don't have to go through combat with them. You can just take the loot straight from them. So if you had 50 health, then you can just get the raw meat and the boar hide. I think that's okay at the moment. I haven't really tested that, so we'll see how that goes. And then it's got a sneak level of 4. We have a skill from our species. You pick a species at the beginning of the game, and our one has got sneaking at the beginning of the game unlocked already, and we've got a combat bonus too of turning any attack or block into an initiative, which can only be blocked or attack or countered by any other initiative. So at the end of round 1 it's going to do a charge if it's lost 10 health, and at the end of round 2 it'll do a charge if it's still alive. So we want to kill it before the end of round 2. On the back of the cards, the 2 rectangles are cards that represent we're going to reshuffle each of our decks at the end of round 2. So it can either be 2, 3 or 4 at the moment, I think, in the game. So we put that there, put that off to the side a bit more, and we're going to shuffle up the boar. So if we sneak up successfully, if we get a 4, 5 or 6 on our roll, we get an extra attack in before combat starts. So that would be helpful, but it's a bit higher than the Night Stalkers who had 3, so we'll see how we get on. But they've only got 25 health, although we've got 32, so we should be okay. But we would like to kill it before it has to do that charge attack, if we can. So we always reveal the animal card or the enemy card first. We will give the enemy its 25 health on the tracker. Put that there. We'll shuffle our deck. We've got the Iron Daggers. We've started upgrading it. You start with 12 cards in any weapon when you buy it as a starter deck of attacks and dodges and things like that. And you always have 4 miss cards. You don't take anything out of your deck, but you can add. You can build up your deck however you'd like. Each card is 25 gold. Doesn't matter which ones you get. And there's a max of 24 cards. So the idea is once you've maxed it out, those miss cards will hopefully turn up a bit less than they do when you've got 12. So we pick 4 to start our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. And each weapon has combinations that they can do. So a short sword, you can combine like 2 cards together, for example, in one attack, but you only ever get 1 back. But Iron Daggers, you can do 3 together. The difference being that the Iron Daggers hit less hard than a short sword, so you can combine a bit more sort of quicker attacks but do less damage. So here we could do 4, and then our crit times 2 is 8, which isn't bad, but stabs are our lowest attack. We've got a miss there. We don't have our dodge, so we can't dodge it. We're going to roll our 6-sided die to see if we can do a sneak attack. And then we can and we can add an extra couple of cards to our hand. 4! We do sneak up on it. Fantastic. Bit of luck. So that means we can put in an attack before turn 1 of the round starts. So I could put all 3 of those in, but I know I've only got 2 crits, so I probably don't want to use that up. I'm going to put those 2 down there and do 4 damage before turn 1. Then I'm going to pick up 2 because it hasn't even started yet. There we go, we've got a backstab for 3. So, and we've got 2 crits there, but yeah, what we would like to do really is have some more attacks. So we don't want to. We want to do more than 10 damage. We can do 6 plus 4 is 10, and then if we don't get anything, we're a bit in danger though. Or the only other option, because you have to put a card down or take a healing item like some food. I could put a miss down. I've got 4 miss cards in 2 rounds. At least that way I know I'm going to take the 4 damage, but that's okay. So let's do it. I'm giving 4 and taking 4. So that they go down to 21. I go down to 28. So you tally up as you go along, so you can take a healing item in case you need to. So I put my card down, so I pick up 1. There we go. Now we've got the crit plus that, so that's 7. That'd be 14 damage right there. That was what we really want. What's it going to do? Another bite. Okay, that's okay. We're going to do sneak attack combined with a back sneak jab for times 2. So I'm putting 3 cards down, but I'm only going to get 1 card back, which is a stab. It's 4. It's not bad. So how many is that? 7, 14. 21 minus 14. This is going to be a bit tricky for me to do. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 17. Hope that's right. So that's pretty good, 17, and we can do another 4 damage to it. So we can whack it down. So it's going to go. It's the last turn. It's doing a charge of 6 damage. So I can't block that in any way. I'm not going to use my second crit. I think I've only got 2 of those. So I'm going to keep that for the next round because there are 2 rounds. We've done more than 10, so that's okay. I'm going to use the stab. I have to put a card down anyway, or eat some food. So I'm going to put that stab down. Put that out of the way. So this is round 1 done. We had the extra hit in, and we had 3 turns per round. So we have taken 6 from 8. That is now 12. And we've done 2, so it's down to 15. Is that right? So we did 14 plus 4 is 18, 19, 20. Wait. I think I've done that wrong. You got 5, not 14, 5. Is that right? 4 plus 14 is 18, 20. We've done 20, yeah, in that first one. It is still alive, so it's going to do another 6 to us. Yeah, so it's got 5 health left, but it's going to do 6 extra because of it's still alive. So that's annoying, that is. So it's going to do another 6. That's going to bring us down to 15. Yes. 16. 16. Right, so that's the end of round 1. Oh no, it's round 1. That's not happening. 22. That's at the end of round 2 it does that. It's round 1. It's just round 1. So we should hopefully kill it before. So those cards go to the end and those go to the end. So you can do a bit of strategy. I've kept my crits, for example, because I'm hoping for a good hit to come up when I pick the next 4. We reveal them first. They're going to do 4 damage. Should be a dodge in here. There it is. That'd be nice to use. So here's our new hand. Miss, dodge, a backstab for 6. That would kill it straight away. And I can combine that with my dodge. Because it's a new round. You can only do it once per round, the combination. So we're going to dodge the bite. And then we're going to backstab them and with the crit. So we're doing 6. So we've dodged the 4. And then we hit them for 6. And they're dead. So there, we will now take 1 boar hide from them and 2 raw meat. Maybe we could do a bit of cooking. We've got a bit of raw meat. So that's the end of that. That's how combat works. We killed them before round 2 started, so they aren't going to do any extra attacks on us. Perfect. So we'll keep them close because we want to kind of run into them again. We've got 22 health left. We've got some healing items. We've got some food, so we can eat a food. We've got 2 tasty meals, a berry pie and a hearty meal, which will heal up quite a lot of health for us. So you can't heal up past your base. So ours is 32, so you can't heal up over 32. So yeah, that's pretty straightforward, right? Hopefully. So you end up wasting a bit of if you go over. So there's also a little bit of strategy involved with that, I think, because you don't want to really waste health if you can avoid it, and you can only take 1 per turn, and obviously because you put 1 down in that turn you don't attack as well. It's instead of that. So we've done that. We can go back up north 1. We don't have to go through the whole woods. We're not looking for nodes like we are with logging, so we can just keep going back and forth. So 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to roll here to see what we encounter. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is rabbit. Let's put it back actually. 5 is a rabbit. Oh, we didn't get the loot. Didn't get the loot. That was foolish. So we want 2 raw meat and a boar hide. So not that, not that, not that. Got a lot of loot you can get. No, no, no. Raw meat. Where's our hide? There's bear hide, wolf hide. The last ones, of course it is. There it is, boar hide. Go back. So 2 raw meat, and also we'll be using up space in our satchel, so there's only so much space you can have. Keep those out because we're going to want to fight another boar at least 1 more time. We've got the rabbit. Let's just see if we got lucky with the rabbit. So with the rabbit it's just almost a 50-50, and you only just get 1 raw meat from it, but you cook it and you can get something decent from it. You can cook some excellent meat. Nothing! It evades us. Shifty rabbits. Okay, I'm going to put my raw meat in here. We've got 5 raw meat now. We want to stock up on that before we go down to cook it really. We got 1 boar hide. So I think you just need 1 per upgrade. You can upgrade 5 times. Let me double check it. So yeah, leather is 1 hide plus 10 gold per level. So we could do 1. Like I said, that charcoal was 2 gold, and it's made us be able to level up one of our things, one of our equipped items. So we go back down 7, 8, 9. We don't want to use up so much time. We want to do a bit of fishing at the end. We've got loads of time. 2 is nothing. 11 steps. 3 is also nothing. Yes. 12, 1. We're now used up half an hour. That's okay. We've still got 15 hours left in the day. 6. That is a bore, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So here's our old friend. We're going to, how much health have we got? 22. So we got less than it now. It depends how lucky we get with our cards as well. So it's a mixture of luck and strategy. Not heavy strategy, obviously, but you know, you can choose if you know what's in your weapon deck or how many of whatever hits. Like at the beginning, I got all the stabs, so I knew I'd have some of the better attacks later, so I used them up. And also, because you have to put a card down, there are times when you just put it, if the animal misses, then you can put a miss down to use up that card, so it won't come up later. So we roll again for our sneak. 4 or higher. It's a 6. Very good. I like that. So we do a sneak attack on it again. So reshuffle our cards as well. We'll probably have to eat some food at one point in this game, unless we get very lucky with our cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to do my sneak attack first. Let's see what we've got. Oh, 3 misses. Talk about not being lucky. So that means we can't actually do anything in our sneak attack. We drew nothing we can use. Can we drop a miss on a sneak attack? I suppose we could drop a miss. Thematically that works. We tried a sneak attack because we rolled. I'm going to say we can't combine misses ever. So we can at least use one of them up. I think that's fair enough. So we pick up again and we get a crit. We don't actually have any hits. We got a dodge. Got a dodge. We want turn 1 to be a miss. It's not a miss. I'm going to save my dodge for when that charge comes up. So I'm going to drop another miss. I'm going to take 4 damage. We're going to put them up to 25. I'm going to take 4. That means I'm down to 18. Got to think about when the best time for eating the food would be. In fact, the next one would be quite good to pick up. Would be good enough to do. So I pick up. I got a sneak attack and the crit. I can do 8 damage there. It's a miss, so I can use this opportunity to hit quite hard. Not that hard. I can do 8 damage. It's quite good, but not as good as something like 14. Or I could drop a miss. So now I know 3 misses would be out of my deck. So I know that all the rest would be good. Or I can eat some food because I think I'll eat the berry pie first. I think that gives me 10 health back. Yeah, it gives me 10. So I'm going to eat my berry pie. That's going to give me 10 health. I'm not missing much because they're doing a miss. So I'm going to go up to 29. Hopefully that'll do me for the rest of the game. I don't pick up again, obviously. And it's doing a bite. I'm going to take it. I'm just going to take all that damage. Is that wise? Because I don't want it to still be alive. I could do 8 damage. I know I've got another crit coming up at some point, hopefully. But already, so I'm going to re-get 4 and then, yeah, okay, there's a lot of chance actually. I'm going to have to keep that miss then. No, we're going to just go for that. Hope, okay, so we've taken another 4 damage. That takes us down 24. That's okay. We haven't done anything to them. They've got 25, but we did heal up and we have got rid of the misses, so that's kind of good in a way. We've eaten that berry pie. So we take 1 more for our hand. There we go. Now we got 2 sneak attacks for 8 and then times 2. We do 16 damage straight there. That's what we want. It's going to do 4 to us. We're going to do 16 to it. We're only going to pick 1 up. It's a stab. So we take 4. That makes us down to 21 there. Take 16 and 25. So 16. So it's going to go down to, what is 25? 16. I'm so bad at maths. If it was 26 minus 16, that doesn't help. That'd be 10 left, right? So they've got 11. No, they've got 9. 9 plus 16 is 25, right? That's right. That sounds right. Oh, my brain. I'm so bad at maths. Right, we picked up from that already. Let's do a charge. That's why I saved my dodge. We're dodging that. And I got my special ability once per combat, which we haven't used yet, to dodge by turning something into an initiative. So I can turn my dodge, normally wouldn't be able to dodge that, into an initiative. So I can dodge it. I only picked one back up. Okay, it's not bad. We're not going to kill it though. We're going to take an extra 6 damage. We can do 4. We're going to reshuffle at the end of this. So that's 4 damage to it. From its 9, so it's got 5 health left. So we didn't do as well as we did last time. And we're going to take that 4 as well, from 21, so we're at 17. Yes, I think that's right. And we're going to take 6 because of their effect at the end of round 2. So we're actually down to 11. That's the end of round 2, so we reshuffle. I was hoping we'll get something a bit better, I think, then. Because all of these are all the good attacks. Why are they all at the back? Okay, that's right. We're going to finish it off. But last time we did it before round 2 ended, so we didn't take that extra 6 damage. Pretty bad. Right, there's the boar. Oh no, these are being mixed up. Wrong. Right, there we go. One, 2, 3, 4 for the hand. Reveal the enemy first. Bite. What have we got? A critical and a sneak and a backstab and a dodge. Now we get these. We're going to dodge the 4. We don't want to take any more. Then we're going to crit. Well, we could crit either one of these. We're going to do the sneak attack for 8. We kill it. So we don't take any more damage. And we have killed the boar. I don't think we're going to be taking on any more animals. We got 2. We need 20 gold really next. To do this upgrade we need some money, so we're going to do the fishing, do a bit of fishing, the fishing mini game. Boar can go back, although we do still have to roll for that one, but we can just run away. We got the sneak for that as well, so it still took a bit longer. 2 raw meat and a boar hide. Oh, we're going to cook. What are we going to cook? What are we going to cook? Yeah, got to think about that. Yeah, we do. Let's take the 2. Here they are. 2 raw meat. So how many raw meat we got? 6, 7 we'll have. Is it worth the trip? Is the question. Yes, it is. We can get something quite good for that. We can sell the cooked meat, depending on how well it's being cooked. Depending on how well it's been cooked, it can go for quite a lot of money. So we've got 7 raw meat. I'll show you here, my satchel is filling up a fair bit there. We've got 5, 6, 7 spaces left. So let's cook up this raw meat. We're going to go south. We'll put the berry pie away in the food. We've got a lot of food. Try to find, there it is. We were lucky that time. go away. We continue south and yeah, I don't know. Then can we get to the fishing spot maybe? I don't know how far south we're going to be able to go. I think it's going to be further here to here, Orod's house, so we might have to move some of these across and out of the way a little bit. Let's put this over there. I'm just going to move this up. Then we can put Orod away. So 226. So we still have to roll, obviously, when we're still, keep saying obviously all the time. We still have to roll as we go down through here. But I'm going to, 268, I'm going to lay them down first. Okay, it's only a couple. 271. There we are. That's where we need to go. We might have been able to fit it all on without having to move everything. Anyway, so we go 1, 2, 3 steps. We roll or encounter. 8 is a bear. We are definitely going to run away from the bear. No mistake about that. But we do still have to see what its sneak is. Maybe we can sneak past it. Here's the bear. It's got 40 health. I'll show you what the bear looks like. Very similar to the boar. 40 health. It's an animal. It's got sneak of 5, so it's possible, but unlikely. Then it can do scratches, charges, and fear is a new one we haven't had yet. And you get 4 raw meat from this. 1 bear hide. Could make it 2 bear hide for that. Not sure. Anyway, we're going to run away, but it's got a chance to hit us before then. But we're just going to roll our 6-sided die to see if we can sneak past it. 5 or 6, 5 or 6. 1. We do not sneak past that, unfortunately. So it's got a chance to hit us. If we get our dodge, and it's not, we'll be okay. Because once per combat, we can change it to an initiative. So let's see what we get. But they have to do their first attack. Oh, it's a bite for 6. Oh, that's heavy. Bite for 6. Do quite like. I'm quite happy with my artwork for this. Don't know if you can see that. Quite happy with it. Done artwork for quite a lot of the stuff on this game at the moment. Not for the weapons stuff at the moment. I'm not quite sure how to do the weapon artwork. Things like stab. Do you just draw like a sword, or do you just draw like an icon? Not quite sure what the best way to do it is, because I can't draw really a person, because you can pick a species, so you can be quite a different person from one to the next. Not sure. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4. If anyone's got any ideas, let me know in the comments. We want a dodge. We did not get a dodge. So we're going to take the 6 damage and then run away. Whoa, that's painful. 6 from our 11. So that's 5, right? We're down quite low. Yeah, I was just saying, we're going to have to come back up this way. There is a way you can go around, but there's still, you have to still come through some woodland. So I'm not sure if it's more or less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'm not sure if it's less than 5. Right, that was unfortunate. 5. We roll again for an encounter. It's a 3, which is nothing. 6, 7. We're out of the woods at Orod's house. Orod's house. We roll as we leave the woods as well, and entering the woods. 3, also nothing. Okay, so now we're going to do our cooking. So that is not super duper interesting. It's just rolling a 20-sided die and seeing what you get. But we are level 2 with cooking. Yeah, we're level 2. So we're going to take our raw meat and we're going to roll the die for each one and see what we get. So raw meat's worth 1 gold on its own, and any cooked meat is worth more, at least 2. But there's a chance to ruin the meat, which means it's not worth anything. So there is a risk involved. That's kind of the reason why we leveled up to level 2 for this one specifically. We're going to need the different foods as well, different meat qualities. So we can go level up at level 2. We can get as good as fine. It goes up to excellent. So there's ruined, burnt, charred, fine, good, great, and excellent. Can't do excellent, can't do great, can't do good at level 2. That unlocks as you get higher up. We can have burnt, can have charred, and we cannot have good. Cannot have great, definitely can't have great or excellent. We want one more, I think. Right. Fine. Fine is our best one. 1 to 4 is fine. And that nets us 8 gold if I remember correctly. It says it on here. 8 gold for fine meat. It restores 4 health on its own. But cooked meat you can combine with any meal. So you could have like a berry pie plus a fine meat, and then you'll get 18 health back from that. Right, we're going to roll for each one of these. So we want the lower the number, the better. 1 to 4 is what we want all of. 5, so close. That's a charred. There's a charred. How much is charred worth? 5 gold? That's okay. 2 of those, and we can upgrade our armor. So that raw meat goes over there, and we get charred. Well, doesn't have to get that far. Charred there. Next one. Come on, wonderful, wonderful. 3, yes, yes, 8 for that. Oh, that feels good. So with that one, that is better than selling all 7 of those, right? So it's definitely worth doing, but it's nerve-wracking for me. It's simple, but I care. 14. No. That's okay. It's not ruined. 15 and up is ruined. Burnt. You still sell burnt for 2 gold. So it's still twice as much as raw meat on its own. Which maybe it shouldn't be, but thematically, but that's fine. So fine, charred, burnt. That was done, so we're doing another one now. 17. That's ruined. I was just about to say we haven't had any ruins. 12. That's burnt. It's okay. It's alright, we've got 1 fine. If you get 1 fine meat, then that's all we're after. Second one. 19. Are you kidding me? Last one. Come on now. 7 is burnt. No. 7 is charred. 7 is charred. That's 5. Yeah, that's fine. We already had charred. So we got loads. So we got 10, 18, 22 gold. 22 gold just from cooking some meat. I'm happy with that. Let's get our raw meat and put those away. So we've made more money, uses up less space in our satchel, and we are happy about that. So don't have to rush to do any fishing and use up a lot more time. So that's good. What happened here? Did I knock these over? Okay. Ooh, we could level up. So any skill we can level up, or our weapons we can level up. Skills and weapons cost 25 gold each to level up or enhance in some way. So we've got to think about what you can do with the money. So we're going to take this first, put it in our satchel. So we'll pop it down here. Burnt. It's 4 plus the chards. That's 14. And then plus our fine meat, which is 8. It's 24, that, isn't it? 24. Yes, I think. Right, so I know it doesn't maybe look that interesting, but it's quite exciting when you're actually doing it. I will say, right, put those back. So we down at Orod's now. We can choose. Oh no, we can't choose to level up. We can't sell him the meat. I suppose. I don't have him. I have it at the moment that you have to take it to the farm to sell the meat. 5 minutes left, technically. Well, it makes sense you could sell it to him because he is the cooking person. So I think you can sell it to him. Otherwise, you're just going all the way up there and all the way back down. You have to make the trip down anyway for the cooking pot at the beginning. To have to go back up and then go back down is not fun. So we don't do that. The game's got to be fun. So Orod will buy meat from us. So we can sell that immediately. I don't think we want to keep it. That one does do 8. How much health? Can't remember how much health that did. Did I say 8? Let me just have a quick look at it again. Health. 4 health. 4 health. Yeah, 8 gold, 4 health, so maybe it's not worth it. I probably should have kept the little chip bags out now that I've made up my mind with this. So we can convert this straight away to 24 gold. I've got to double check this, that's right. 10 plus 4 is 14 plus 8 is 24. Yeah. Please just be the top 3. Find me, child, but good. Yeah. So 24 gold. We'll take 24. Food. Chard. So we'll take 24 glorious coins. And 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this maybe doesn't look super fun to do. It takes a bit of extra time, but it feels good when you're playing the game. That's 20 with 4 more. It feels good to take a little pause just to feel the weight, feel the worth that you've just created for yourself. Yeah, perhaps not the most exciting thing in the world to watch. So we're 10 plus 24 is 34. Nah, I can't do. We've only got 5 health. We've got to get back up through the woods, or we can go around. Should we go around? Do we want to use up time for that? What are we going to do with our money? No, we need to spend 20. We've got 2 boar hide. We've got to spend 20 of that to upgrade our armor. We have to do that. So that leaves us with 14. Oh, we're going to buy lockpicks. Bedroll. Bedroll is what we need to buy. Then when we sleep at night, we can sleep for more than 5 hours. That means our nodes will reset, which would be, we've used up all the nodes. Basically saying here, a bedroll is 10. Yes, okay, we're doing that. We're doing that. Trying to remember bedroll. Right, so we're going to leave here. We're just going to go straight up. Yeah, straight because we're running out of time. 7, 8, 9. We still have to roll, but we're going to try to escape anything that comes. We've only got 5 health. Almost everything can one-shot us from that. 8 is a bear. No. Okay, let's roll our sneak. We know it's a 5 or 6. Come on, 5 or 6. 6! Yes! 10, 11. That's good. Oh, it feels good. Come on now, just low rolls. 1, thank you. 12, 1. That's a half hour. We've got loads of time, actually. We've got loads of time. We can do some fishing. We can't buy a lot of it there. Come on now, low number 8 again. Are you joking? 5 or 6. Come on. 6. It's a 1. It's a 1. So the bear won't kill you here. I've got at the moment that if its first attack would kill you, then you can still use one item from your pouch, which I've got, so I won't die. But it's not a case of you die and you just eat something that's going to regain 1 health. You have to be able to regain the total that hits you for. So if you've got, like we've got 5 and it hits you for 6, I would need to have something that would heal me for at least 1. If it hits me for 8, I'd have to have something that heals me for at least 3. Come on now, what's the first one? It's a bite for 6. Ugh. Right, we can still see if we get a dodge. Don't really want to use up my food because they're quite expensive. It's 10 gold. 10 gold for a tasty meal that heals you for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, give me a dodge. Yes! I can even backstab it, but I'm not going to. We dodged it. Fantastic. Go away. Bears, how we get so many 8s? 1 in 8 chance of that happening. Right, then we move 3. Not out of the woods yet. 3, okay, 4, 5. Last roll. And we get 5 steps. Where is it? There it is. Last roll. 5. That's a rabbit. No. Yes. Let's see if we get any meat from the rabbit. Evasion. Kind of didn't want to as well. If you get a bit of raw meat when you just left the woods, I'd want to come back down and cook it up. Anyway, 271. We're going to pack these. Well, we're out of time actually. We'll pack them up at the end. Let me just move this down. Where are we going? I just want to do a bit of travelling so I remember what we're doing. So we need to upgrade. We're going over to the tannery. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1. That's a half hour. We got time for it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think to get to the tanners is quite far. So let's move this across much as we can. Right, 1, 3. Take this with me. Actually, we can do it here. 1, 3, 1. We'll look at Merwin's map. I think. Yeah, we've got to go. Tanners is the last one on the end. Of course, it is. Well, we want to go to the shop to get a thing as well. Right, 1, 3, 1. That's the pub. 1, 3, 2. I don't know. Oh, it's very far away. That's the baker's. Then we've got the shop there. We want to go to the shop. Let's do that first. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. It's another half hour. Go north 1 to 104. There's the shop. Can we fit 3 more cards in there? I think we probably just about can. 2. Where's the 2? Right, so we're buying bedroll for 10. So we're going to sell. Not going to sell. We're going to spend 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Going to buy a bedroll. Finally. Where do we have the bedrolls? I think it'll be in here. Oh no, where's the bedroll? Ah, there it is. Ah, it's only a thin one. So I'll just show you that. Different shape. Can you see that? So here's the bedroll. There. So it's the same shape as the dagger's oak shield. It's just a long, thin one. It's like when it's rolled up. So it takes up only a small bit of space. Cooking pot is a big one. Twice the size. Is an inch square. So if you buy a cooking pot, that takes up 4 of your 35 slots in your satchel. But it's very, very useful. Okay, put all this stuff back. Okay, okay, so that's 10 gold gone. We're at 24. Another 10 is going to be gone in a minute. So we want to carry on 105, no, 103, 103 and 102. Three, 4. Same shot, just about. So now we're at the tanners. Yeah, so we can upgrade our armor. So we're going to spend 2 boar hide, 20 gold. So we're now down to 4 gold. That's okay, we'll do some fishing. Four gold, empty. But we will get to level up our armor. So that's going to go, boar hide is animal loot. Where was that? There it is. So we are upgrading, and I will show you here. So here's our tracker. Don't know if that's going to focus. We're going to level up our body and legs because they're the ones that give us the most amount of defense. So we're going to have to do this over here. 4. I think I realised it was better to do it 1 each last time. We actually get a little bit extra health. Extra health doing that. The other ones aren't as strong, so that's why we're not leveling those up. So let me just double check. So leveling this up, yeah, we're now at level 4, which is plus 8 in our body, so that's 8 plus 5 is 13, and then our legs are 4 plus 5, which is 9. Oh no, that's plus 12. So is the total, so it's a 8 and a 5. Yeah, 8 and 5 is more than 12, isn't it? 8 and 4 is 12. Yes, so it's better to do that. That's what I realised last time. Yeah, so it is better to do that rather than levelling up one thing all the way. So we've leveled up. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's at the bottom on the blue ones. We might even level those up again. So we're going to gain that right now. It was 13, wasn't it? So we add 13 to our 5. So that makes 18. So that gives us a bit of health. And time is up, so we're going to pack up. So I'm going to take all of the cards in a line, in a row, yeah, and make little piles of each one, and then put them back in the right place. And we'll keep the one where we're on with the number of steps that we've done. So I would say max 5 minutes is what it takes to pack up this game usually. So we'll take these 102, so 103, 112, 14, 129. I've got 116 there, 122 as well. 122, 116, 165. There we go. See, that's almost all of them packed up already. So 178. 181, 223, 223, 226, 268, 271. There we go, all packed up. Not long. Okay, put that back. That's there. We're going to put that escaped. We're going to put this in our tracker. 4 steps at the Tanners. We have upgraded. I feel pretty good about that. We're going to do some fishing. What day is it today? Thursday. That's the last one for the week. So next week we'll do a bit of fishing. Hopefully earn a bit of money. But we now got a bedroll, so that's good. We can sleep out at night and get a full night's sleep. We can hopefully get a bit more done in the dream, progress the dream a bit more, and yeah, keep upgrading. Really want to upgrade and then kill some bears and next. See how we get on. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.